Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode of the Mindminx Show. I am your favorite Mindminx, and I have some fun guests today with me. We're going to be listening to some music from a new EP. This is your debut EP, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited about this. So,
Yes.
in-house, live in studio, we have Baz Royce.
What up? Hi, everyone. I'm Baz Royce. I'm a hip-hop artist from New Jersey.
Jersey's in the house represented completely.
Yeah.
Yes, are we all Jersey?
A lot of good
Jersey.
a lot of good talent here tonight
Oh.
or today.
Yeah.
Depending.
So I'm excited about that because actually, I told you I work right by where you live.
Yeah.
I'm right behind the stadium.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
We're practically neighbors, and now
Small world though.
Yeah.
But not okay. So you brought some fun guests too with you.
Yeah.
So
I brought
we
my brothers
have-
with me today.
Introduce, because one. So by the way, I had to. What do you call it? I had to like peer pressure him.
No, cut it out.
I'm like, what are you shy? Are you shy? He's
No.
like,
It
"No,
always
I'm not
hurts the
shy."
first
I'm
time.
not shy.
So
Yeah,
You
I'm
know.
not shy.
So we have Notorious Bricks with us.
Notorious Bricks. Also
See, this
from
is why I
Jersey.
write it down.
Yeah. And you said it right, so that's good.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And off to the side in the wings, we have Kings with us.
Hey.
Hello. So thank you for bringing all this amazing talent with you, along with yourself.
Yes. Very eager to be here. I'm honored to be here.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I've never done anything like this.
Really?
Yeah.
First
So
time.
we're definitely gonna bring it with the music and the movement and everything. I mean, we're all hungry for it.
Absolutely.
So we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna listen to some music. For those of you who don't know me, hopefully you'll get to know me through my music. So
And that's the whole point of
Yeah.
today. We're going to really get to know you because we're going to. All right, so this is what I tell all of my guests. And please don't take offense, especially if you have a significant other. I approach all of my interviews as if it was like a first date. So I'm
Yeah.
not just going to ask you a question and you're going to answer it, then I ask you another question. No, we're going to have a conversation.
Yeah.
good. I like conversations.
Yeah, and naturally, out of curiosity, I'll ask questions.
Yeah.
I did forget to ask you ahead of time, is there any subjects that we're not allowed to talk about, though?
I don't see why not.
Okay. That sounds like we got that on air. I don't see why not.
Just kick her under the table if you
Yeah.
can.
I'll just plead the fifth or no
There
comment.
you
No
go.
comment.
There you go. All right, so tell us about you. So you sent me your bio, and I found it interesting because you do not have an accent whatsoever, but you were born in DR.
Yeah, I was born in DR, the Dominican Republic. I came here when I was like 4 years old, very young age. I absorbed a lot of things, especially at that age as a kid, So growing up into my teenage years, I found that I was, really interested in music.
Yeah.
And it was more of like freestyle, like you're just throwing stuff at the wall till something sticks,
Well, how does it? Okay, so let's get there. So your family moved from DR to straight to Jersey, or was there?
Yeah,
any
we
other-
were here. We moved here, East Orange.
Okay.
You know.
All right, so that makes more sense because when I think of, am I allowed to say what town you're from? I don't know if you
Yeah.
want the whole world
Of
knowing.
course,
Okay,
Kearney.
so Kearney.
Everybody knows.
Hudson County in the house.
Yeah.
All right, so
What-
but that
what-
makes a little more sense because when I think Kearney,
Yeah.
I don't think of a very. And granted, I haven't, been in that. I'm lying. I've been in that area for close to 10 years,
Yeah.
and I don't see a huge hip hop vibe coming out of Kearney.
You don't.
No.
You're not at all. And if you do, I mean, not to my knowledge, anyways. But, you really don't. So I think when you create good music, you attract good people to it.
Right.
Something like this. So
I agree. I agree.
as far as like Kearney and hip hop, I mean, I could do it. I don't see
You
why
are
not.
doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think leading by example is a great way because, like I said, like I'm a brother, to my brothers, not just them, my little brothers too. So it's like setting an example is the best way to do things and having fun with it.
Yeah.
Having
just
fun
ha-
is the
just
most
having fun.
important
Yeah, we're
part.
not.
Right.
Listen, we're not here to, So
All right. So then, how long were you in East Orange? Because I'm trying to figure out
I would
where.
say like I moved to Kearney in 2001.
All right. So
you
that
know,
was a
yeah.
significant amount of time that you spent in that
But I
area.
was also living in DR too. I would go back and live there for 2
Really?
years. I was like, moving around a lot. So
So a lot
I
of
didn't
that,
I didn't solidify my place until I lived in Kearney, and I went to school there, high school, junior high, and I got a lot of friends there. Shout out to everybody.
Go Kearney
so,
High.
Yeah. For people that do know me, they know me. So that's why my music sounds like that, because it comes from that place, which is why I titled my my debut EP Element, because I feel like when I do music, I go to that place. You know what I'm saying? So whether we're at having a good time at a club or something, or we're just talking some real stuff, the music speaks for itself. You hear it when I feel it. Most of the time. Like I write all my music, obviously, but when I go to the studio, I do it from what I know, because I study it 1,000 times every day, and then I study it again the next day, and it's all repetition. It's all repetition.
But
so
you're in your element when you're doing it.
I'm in my element when I'm doing it.
That's
so
beautiful.
and it's not just hip hop. It could be R&B, something. We can't always be aggressive. I know I'm more dominant towards things, but that's my nature, and I'm okay with that.
And so do you find that your inspiration comes more from what type of hip hop? Because you're a younger one.
Yeah.
You're young.
Yeah. I would say like my inspiration for music, not so much the current state of where music's at right now.
Right.
But it's fine, because you have to hear it. It's on the radio. It's all this and all that. And that's what made me want to make music, because it's like, at least if you have a talent and you can do something, why not do it? And I think with this whole pandemic, that really put things in perspective, because it's like before that,
For a lot of people.
before that, everybody was kind of like on autopilot.
Right, you
so
get
that,
up, go to work.
So what are you gonna do?
home,
You can't make money how you used to make money. Now
Right.
everything's
Different.
lines and everything. So it's really thinking outside the box. And if I had to leave one day, I couldn't live with myself knowing that I didn't try.
Good.
Period.
That's the only thing you can
wherever it
regret,
takes me.
what you haven't tried.
In my head, in my mind, I've already made it. Here, I'm already here. So anything else after that is extra.
Right. That's a bonus.
Yeah.
I love that, because I definitely live by, you shouldn't ever regret things that you've done, only what you haven't.
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. It's true.
You
It's
know,
really
and,
true.
and, and the times that we live today too, it's like you can't say next week.
Right.
You can't say
You're
tomorrow.
not promised.
No, you're
yeah.
not promised.
It's
Just
not
focus.
promised.
Focus on what you could do
That's
right
not.
now.
I'm not giving anybody carte blanche to go do whatever you want. So you can say I did it, so I wouldn't regret not doing it.
Of course.
But all
You
right.
gotta
So
live. You gotta
you
live.
gotta live. But so let's talk. So when did you actually start making music? Like, was this natural, or did you take music lessons, or?
For me, it's always felt like a lifetime for me. I've always had it. I've always knew I had something. I would do little freestyles, and especially when you're like in high school and you're hanging out with your friends, and you're doing certain things. You get a lot of motivation to do it, but then it's like, okay, are you just gonna take it serious? Are you going to just a hobby? Like, what are you doing? So I really had to make a choice. Like I always say, you got to pick a side and stay on it. You can't come here today like this and then tomorrow it's something different.
God bless you. I wouldn't have that. Like I just learned to myself, I would say, like 5 years ago. So
Exactly.
Wait, what's your sign? Let's talk. Let's figure this out, because
Signs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
So the fish.
I'm a fish.
I don't know enough about Pisces to quantify whether or not. 'Cause I'm a Libra. My
Oh,
birthday
yeah,
is
okay.
in like 10 days.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I am that person that it's gonna take me forever to find that balance. Yeah. So I think it's pretty impressive that you knew at a young age.
I feel like I've always known, because when I was like 17, 18 was a real like development period in my life, because I've always looked up to and hung around older people.
Okay.
So I was always the youngest. So at like 17, 18, I'm hanging out with somebody that's like 35, 36.
Wow.
And they have
Sure.
bills, they have a life, they have
Yeah.
a family. You know what I'm saying? What am I? I'm working at ShopRite, like I'm not worried
I know
about
that shop,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, exactly. So
That's amazing. Well, for me, I think it was the opposite. I was always hanging out with younger people, so maybe that, you know.
It took a long time.
It did. It took a really long time. And quarantine, like you said, was that pivotal moment for a lot of people, including myself. So.
Exactly. Just give you time to quarantine, give you time to sit back and relax and kind of like think. Life slowed down. You're not moving at a fast pace. So now you got time to think about, okay, what do I need to do? How do I get to
You gotta learn how to prioritize.
Right.
You know,
Definitely a lot of reevaluation going on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Exactly.
So how long have you been writing your own music?
I've always wrote. It started in I would say like junior high. We do these poem things. Until this day, I still write in poem forms.
Okay.
You know, so it stemmed out at that age, and it would be like just little songs, like my personal things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I really didn't put it into overdrive until I would say this summer. Like I've always done music, but never to a professional level. Never go into the studio. I wouldn't even write. I would just hang out with my cousin and just kick freestyles and you know, record those and listen to that. And then we were like, listen, we gotta do something here. We're gifted. You know what I'm saying? We come from a family of musicians. My grandfather.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
so there's some
Yeah.
definitely natural.
Yeah, there's a whole side. There's a whole side to things, a whole side of life that I don't know about. You know, like you said, I came here at an early age, but I don't know about my heritage over there like that. You know, I go over there, I'm a tourist pretty much. You know, I gotta go. Somebody gotta hold my hand.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same as here. So, you know, but we're switching that now. We're, you know,
You're spending more time
we're
over
spending
there?
more time. I'm going
Good.
there, you know, yearly. Every year I go, you know, spend a couple weeks over there and just hang out, you know, and be with family and you know, really just get away from everything. Like when you look back at everything from such a height, you know, and you come back a different way towards things.
Why is he looking at me like that?
I'm not saying that. As a guy, we understand.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he knows. What
I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying.
I'm sorry. He's like, I'm telling you, I'm waiting for some kind of prank.
My stamps in DR on my passport are like
Yeah,
No.
tattoos.
Okay.
stamping on the outside of the book.
Because all right, I get
You
you.
ran out of room.
I apologize, but dude, he's like, he pranks the crap out of me all the time.
She's always waiting for something.
I am. I'm
You
sorry.
gotta be nice. We gotta play nice.
Play nice.
But then he complains that I ignore him. I wasn't ignoring you.
Came
All
back
right,
around.
let's introduce everyone to what it is that your element introduces to the world by playing Element. So
Okay.
we'll talk about it after because it's more fun because I like to hear it and then I'm gonna have tons of questions.
Sure.
So why don't you intro your song?
All right. Well, this is Element of my new EP, up and coming EP. Element.
Element.
Niggas keep switching with they bitch ways. Which ways? Fuck 'em all, nigga get paid. I been counting money like 6 ways. 6 ways, nigga, you know where the. Niggas keep switching with they bitch ways. Which way? Fuck 'em all, nigga get paid. I been counting money like 6 ways. 6 ways, nigga, you know where the heat lays. In the middle with a pole and she split that. Shake that, shorty, you know I'ma flip the boss. Rain music, yeah, I orchestrate. 5-star dime piece, she love the taste. Pissed off, still jaded. This money out here, don't get it confiscated. Put the money in the bag, ho. Get that on the ground, yo. Bunch of fucking clowns, bro. Niggas switching with they bitch ways. Which ways? Fuck them all, nigga, get paid. I've been counting money like 6 ways. 6 ways, nigga, you know where the heat lays. In the middle of the pole, let's split that. Shake that, shorty, you know I'ma flip that. Shorty, look good, I'ma kick back. Yeah, kick back, shorty, flip that. Niggas keep switching with they bitch ways. Which ways? Fuck them all, nigga, get paid. I've been counting money like 6 ways. 6 ways, nigga, you know I'ma.
That sounded amazing.
It did.
I was trying to wait till the last second, even though we got the green light to start talking again. All right, so first of all, the words are great. Obviously, I used it for your promo. I liked it. But
Thank
that intro,
The intro, everything, yo.
like, where's
Yeah.
the video for
Yeah,
this?
well, it's coming. This is why we're here. You know, all the questions will be answered.
like the hairs on the back of my neck. Like, to me, that was just
Yeah.
like so powerful. Like, I
yeah.
couldn't wait for the. But obviously, I loved it. I used it for your promo.
Yeah, no, thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate it. This is I structure my songs a certain way. You know, for the most part, I always have the verse and the beat. I'll get whether I have the beat already or I find it last minute while I'm on the way to the studio. It's something that I feel. This is why I tell you, like, when I hear something, I could be working on something for 2 weeks, and the night before I have something completely different,
And you change it all up.
and I'll change it all up, and
Wow.
I'm completely okay with that. You know, I'm fine with adapting to different ways, you know, of doing music. But when I heard this, I was like, yeah, there's, you know, I actually sent it to him first. I saw with no words, just the beat, just to see, you know, what he thought about it. He's like, yo, I need to hear this shit.
I need to hear this shit. Yeah.
I need to hear this shit. So, actually did this, you know, the last like 30 minutes of the studio time we had, because we went and we did 2 other songs, and prior to that session, last time I was there, the engineer asked me, oh, so you got another song, da-da-da, and I kind of came up short. So this time around, I was like, you know what,
Ready.
I gotta have
Got
at
something
least
in the
2
pocket.
extra songs. Yeah, so I saved this one for last. You know, I love getting the reaction out of everybody. Everybody, you know, genuinely feels like it's good.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're gonna keep.
Definitely feel it.
It's a
Yeah.
dope track.
Yeah,
Dope
so.
track.
And as a beginner, it has to be up at the top.
Right.
You know.
So do you feel like do you feel yourself as a beginner?
No, I mean the song had to be at the
Oh,
beginning.
okay,
like,
okay,
like
okay.
a playlist.
All right, I thought you meant
know,
like.
if I feel like do I feel like a beginner at certain things? I mean, we're just starting here. You know, I haven't done this a million times to be like, you know, but it all starts, you know, doing open mics, like I told you, you know, and going out and putting yourself out there and letting people interact with you,
Right.
you know, because it's easy to just hide away from the world and paint this, like, you know, place you really don't exist in.
Right. No, I love that about you because I
Yeah.
remember, so we were talking, and I do on Tuesday nights a show with my sponsor Absalon and Tina. It's called Lit Theories.
I was there.
Yeah,
was
so I
there.
sent you, because I always ask so you guys more than welcome. It's like a live performance at the end of a show. You just have to watch the show, but it's a fun show. He can attest.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, I always ask my guests, I was like, would you be interested? He's like, yes. I'm like, whoa, that was easy.
It has to be. I mean,
Yeah.
you
That
know,
was
You gotta be ready,
great.
man.
Yeah.
At all times.
I just, because it's difficult because it's a Tuesday evening. At that point, I didn't know where you were from. So I'm like, oh crap, this is like
No,
literally last second that I'm asking. And
it-
you were like, no problem.
Yeah,
I
it
love
wasn't
that.
a problem at all. I feel like, you know, that comes down to also when you decide to do something. Like, I have to be ready at all times. Like, you call me at 3 a.m, like, listen, I need you to come here.
Well, I promise you, I'll never call you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
but
maybe
that's
not,
awesome
maybe not
attitude.
you, but you know what I mean.
Hello,
like,
Jason
yeah.
Enrique from First. Wait, I'm going to say it wrong. First Class Second. Tell me your name of your show again. Jason, First Class Second.
So if they call you at 3 o'clock in the morning, you pick up?
Don't.
He's still
You're
on that one.
starting
That's a
an
good.
instigator.
That's a good
that's a
birthday.
nice
Yo,
friend.
you know, let me tell you something, man. Not a lot of things are happening at that time, but if you're calling me or I'm calling you, you know what I'm
Something's
saying?
up.
Is important.
Yeah, man. And
Dude, cut it out.
No, tell me about it.
I didn't even get the text message, and he's like, "Why are you ignoring me?" I'm not even exaggerating, dude. Are you a girl? First Class Second Place is the name of the podcast. Thanks for joining us. We have a host of another podcast watching us
Nice.
today.
Hey, hey, how you doing?
I did not ignore you. Did you? I even checked my missed calls. You didn't even call.
You wouldn't know.
Are
It
you a
was going
chick?
straight to
Are
voicemail.
you a chick on the low?
what
answer the
happens-
question. No, answer the
Now
question.
what happens if I would have went
Dude.
on a date and I would have gotten like
Something
like a
happened.
date rate? Or she would have put me
What
out
the
on the
fuck
side
am
of
I gonna do on a
I
date
call
rate
you and
for
Vic and
you?
come help me,
Yeah,
yo.
Vic. So call Vic.
She, she's not ride or die.
Damn.
Not true.
Oh, wow.
Not true at all. There's no one more low than you find than me.
He said big.
No, take that back.
I got a
Take that
question. You do you sing in Spanish at all?
I do. I do have some music that I didn't present here today. That I do have a song in Spanish. I've never did a song in Spanish, so I decided to do one, and I did. I have a verse. I got a hook. Well, the verse is in English, but the hook is in Spanish, and it's Spanglish. You know.
Okay.
So it's,
That's how I know it.
Spanglish.
Yeah.
Spanglish.
So if you hear my flow in English, you hear the same thing in Spanish, and I always try to fuse those things in and out, you know, whenever I get a chance to.
That's why I was gonna ask you if do you find that you have any kind of influence from reggaeton, because that is
A lot,
a
of course, a
huge
lot,
part of
a
our
lot.
culture.
Like
lot,
when I
a
seen
lot.
him, I was like, all right, cool. Finally, I get some like honestly, no joke. Look, this is what I thought I was gonna get. That's why I'm sitting here like, damn. You already know.
Oh,
Stupid. You see what I mean?
yeah. Well, hey,
Stop it! You're gonna get
But I
us
was,
banned.
I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying?
you thought he was coming in loud.
Yeah, it goes to show though, don't judge a book by its
By
cover.
its cover,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Of course.
But I'm more than sure that is an avenue you're probably getting ready, because you're
Of
here on the
course, yeah.
mainland, and if you go to your roots, it's
You're gonna
come out,
explode.
you're gonna
Yeah.
take off. It's gonna
Yeah.
sky's the limit.
Yeah. And especially in the Latin community where we support each other a lot.
Musically, yeah.
You know, musically, anybody who does music, you know, in Spanish, like, oh, you're a singer, oh, you're, you know, a vocalist or a rapper or whatever, and the community always works together. We support each other. We go to each other's shows. You know, we chant each other's names, you know, as opposed to, you know, other areas where we're always trying to put down other people because we want to be 1st. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely.
That's what
I'm-
I've found as
yeah,
far
which
as
is what jealousy, envy, and hate is about.
Yeah.
You know, I another song will play as well. And that stemmed from that. You know,
that's sad.
Yeah. So
I cry.
So we got the manager.
No, he's
No, I'm not
he's,
the
he's not the
manager.
manager.
Not
He
the
won't go on
manager.
record as saying he's
No,
the
I'm not the
manager.
manager. All right.
he's the artist.
I'm an artist.
So all right, so we got your crew. We'll leave it like that. Oh shit. So hope you
He's
like
gonna
what's
get us
up.
banned from YouTube by playing commercial music.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. What do you want me to do?
All right, so what else did I want to talk about? All right, so obviously you have some Spanish music. Do you find that you are more inclined towards like reggaeton in Spanish, or is it like a more of a singing in Spanish?
No, I'm a rapper.
Okay.
You know, the next song that we're gonna play, "Hard to Love Me," I wrote it. I wrote the song. I tried to. I don't sing, so I tried to sing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the boys were looking at me. They're like, "Yo, this not happening, bro. I'm there."
At least they're honest with
No,
you.
and I love that. You know what I'm saying?
You're
You gotta be
Yeah.
honest, man.
Yeah, you gotta be able to say that to one
Right.
another. So, you know, we ended up, you know, getting somebody else to the female voice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, when it comes to doing music and like what we're talking about, other languages and
Mhm.
stuff, you know, yeah, I definitely think that I try to incorporate that as much as I can because it is a part of me. And
Yeah.
even if I'm talking to you, I speak in Spanglish. It's English and Spanish. You know, whether you understand it or not, I'm gonna tell it to you.
Well, for me, as long as you don't talk too quickly.
No. I think we're talking at a nice.
How's your Spanish? Is it busted?
Mine is busted.
Well,
Super busted. Yeah.
not chancleta busted,
Not
but you know what I'm saying. I speak Portuguese too. You know,
Oh,
my
word.
daughter's
Oh.
Brazilian, so you know I speak the Portuguese. So I'm very fluent. I gotta deal with 1,000 people a day. So
To me, that's amazing because that's why I brought it up when we first started talking. Like, you don't have an accent. Like most of the Dominicans that I know.
Heavy accent.
Oh my gosh! And that's not to say anything. It's just like, but I don't understand you. I'm sorry.
well, yeah, well I'm
Does
not like
your parents speaking Spanish most of the time?
they're
or
Spanish, yeah.
100%
Yeah.
all
My mom's been here longer than I have, and she still, you know,
rather
stumbles
speak
over.
Spanish.
Yeah, but it's cool.
But I love that you know it because I feel like it gets really lost sometimes.
Yeah,
Like
I had
Spanish
to- I-
was
I-
my first language and I
Yeah.
lost it.
Yeah, Spanish was my first language. Then I came here, you know, bounced around back and forth, so I learned it, lost it. But you know, I think we all talk with an accent a little bit sometimes. Comes out on certain words than others, and I think, not that I think, I know in my music that comes out. Certain words I say or certain phrases I use, you know, it's just the way that it comes out, you know.
So when you go back to DR, do you
Yeah,
do you
we're
feel
out
like
January.
do
What?
you feel it comes out more on in DR?
Oh man, yeah, it's something magical about the island. Yeah, definitely.
Aw.
I say that about Puerto Rico. When I go
Yeah.
over there, it's like
I definitely
it changes. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I've been there before 1,000 times.
Aw. That's how I feel about PR too.
Yeah.
How many babies you got over there?
Stupid.
Stupid.
He's kicking you under the table. He's kicking
got
you.
wild.
Who wants
Dude,
to
he
know?
got quiet. Yo, he got quiet quick.
Who wants to know?
He's kicking. No, Kings is kicking from outside. All right, we're not gonna. We know that. Well, no, he did write that he is a father on his bio.
Yes.
He's so young.
Yes. My daughter, she's gonna be 9 this year.
Shut the front door. We are allowed to curse, but for
Yeah.
me, I always say shut the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do not look old. I mean, I know how old you are. You tell me your birthday, which is really different. Nobody's ever given me their whole birthday in their bio.
Well, you see,
March 14th, 1991.
the thing with the bio is that no one's ever asked me for a bio, so I could have
Really?
I could have easily typed in like, you know, some generic something, but I
Yeah.
felt like I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah. I
You know,
appreciate that.
so-
All right. Well, you did say this. Well, am I officially your first interview?
Yeah.
Like this kind of a. All right.
Yeah.
So then I hope, because I've only been doing this for a few months, so I hope your next interview they ask you a hell of a lot more, because I'm just doing the basics that I'm learning
Nah,
as
you're
I
doing a good
go.
job. Doing a
Listen,
good
you're
job.
doing a great job.
Thank you.
You know, it's good. It's going good.
Thank you.
I'm definitely comfortable being here. You know, I love the vibe. I love the studio. The setup is amazing.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It did
Yeah.
good work over
Yeah,
here,
it
huh?
really,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's not even paying attention. I'm totally taking credit
He's
for the
taking
way the
notes.
studio
Oh, for all of
looks.
it.
He's taking
More
notes.
back, more back.
He's writing it down. He's writing it all
writing
down.
No, it is a good vibe here. That's why. Well, great name too, Mixed Vibes.
Yeah.
That's why I fit in here, because I always tell all of my guests I know the bare minimum about hip hop.
Really?
Yes, bare minimum.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fake it till you make
Take
it.
it to make it. Yeah. Listen.
And all of my guests are big hip
Hip
hop.
hop, yeah.
And so somebody told me something once, and now that's gonna be like my pillar from now on. I'm giving you a whole brand new audience
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
introduce your music to.
Yeah,
because-
and I love that because up until now I've never really displayed my skills, you know, my music, what I do, my passion. Like, you know, either we're all in or we're not. You know, I can't half-ass this. I can't do this as a part-time thing, and then I'm, you know, 90% of my other time I'm doing 10 other different things, you know. So I definitely.
God bless you. Because I still tell people, my boss asked me, like, you know, because I got a promotion, and he's like, are you, you know,
congratulations.
Thank you. No monetary value yet. I hope my boss sees this. But it does. It bodes well for my future. But I remember him specifically asking me, like, you know, where were you at? Like, what is happening? Are you in it for the long haul? I was like, other people, when they take up a hobby, they take up crocheting.
Right.
Or painting. You know, I took up radio show. So it's interesting that you brought that up earlier, that it's not just a hobby for you.
Exactly.
And you're giving it everything.
Yeah.
God bless you.
You know, at the end of the day, I can sleep comfortably wherever I'm at. You know, and I think it's just blessings from here, really. Like, you know, this will open other doors, you know, and we want to open doors for other people too. I love working with other artists, you know. Haven't worked with a lot, but the few people that I have worked with, Notorious Bricks, Kings, you know, it's a hit every time that we go to the studio. It's a hit. We don't miss.
And how did you guys get together?
Well, that's my cousin over there.
I heard you say that earlier, yeah.
All right. So Lamar, we've met.
Oh, he said name names.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's all right. That's
cool.
my brother though. You got, you know, we don't got warranty,
We're
right?
gonna go back.
We good.
We're gonna go
Yeah,
back
we
and
good.
bleep it out.
Yeah, I got.
Nah, we good. We should.
Hey, that's my brother,
good
man.
over here.
You know, I met him back a few times through a mutual friend. You know, and him being the guy who he is. You know, again, the universe attracting what needs to be in your life.
Right.
You
I
know?
agree with that 100%.
So it's just weeding out what you think is right for you, and I feel like I have the right people behind me.
Really?
You know, to do.
So how often do you guys get that y'all rolling with Henry Santos?
Who's Henry Santos?
I don't know. He's laughing. Who's Henry Santos?
You know?
He can answer that.
Well,
I know you get that shit a lot.
King's got to come on air now.
Because I know him. I know him on a personal level. So I'm like I'm cracking up over here because I'm like, yo.
It's flashing at you.
So
I know you get it, guys.
Yeah, all the time. My aunt. That's like all that Henry Santos is not. That's all it is. You know?
He's over there cracking up like, yo.
Wait, so now you have to
They don't
explain it
explain,
for the rest of
They
us.
can't
what was
see
the
him
question?
on the camera. So, but they'll,
Alright, so he's
they'll
gotta
see him
come
before this
over.
show's over.
Yeah, come on, Kings. Come on.
We're gonna drag him over here.
So who is Henry Santos? Don't look at me like that.
I'm lost too. I'm over here. I'm lost.
Now he's gonna look. Do not play any more commercial
No,
music.
I'm not. Look, I'm gonna just show you the picture so you can.
Okay.
You know.
Holy fucking shit!
Oh damn, yo. Kings, you do, yo.
You know, in another
You
life.
like, hey man, yeah.
You go to the heights. You go to the heights, dude. Don't pull over.
Double.
They'll be chasing him.
You know what? You just gave me that.
Yeah, right. Go get in character.
Yeah, for real. They in town too from yesterday's concert.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, is this like another Romeo Santos?
it's his
Oh,
brothers.
but why didn't you
Brothers in
say
the
that to begin with?
Santos.
Okay, because that's
Oh.
like saying Smith. What the fuck?
I gotta agree with you on that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Romeo is a name we know.
it's a little common.
Just a little. It's like Rivera.
Yeah.
All right, so before we go any further, let's remember to like, add, share. We are live here at Mixed Vibes Radio
please.
on the Mindminx show. And if you want to call in, you can at 718-616-9971 to speak with Baz. And we also have Notorious Bricks and Kings here, who apparently looks like Romeo Santos' brother. So
We got him in the back though. So we got him on ice.
Got it on ice.
And I just want to remind everyone that the Mindminx show is sponsored by Absalom, which is a hookah lounge located in
Yes.
Teaneck, New Jersey. And she has events going on almost daily over there, so you got to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's
shout
play.
out to Steph.
You ready for the next song? Let's play the next song. We're gonna play "Hard to Love Me,"
Yes.
and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay. We'll talk about the toxicness.
Oh.
Oh.
I think I love her, but that's not a reason. Glass hearts and I blew it through 1,000 pieces. I'm still bleeding, addicted to your love, I'm still fiending. The only time I see you's when I'm still dreaming. Believe me, I don't want the cedar, but the blade go deeper. Keep my heart in the freezer and my thumb on the heater and my tongue on the reefer as I sip off the leader and you follow the leader. And I know you don't deserve this. I love myself too much and then myself down to one person. I know that I'm not perfect, but if you walk my way and work it, you know I'll make it worth it. Let me show you where the time goes. Hit me on my line, ho. Pretty little fine ho. She hit me with bravado. I lead the way she follows. Undressing in my front door. Love from the back slow. Love with your heart and soul. Salute me, I'm the captain now. Top of my class, but I never had a cap or gown. You know that I stay dapper down. Tell mommy to wipe me down. Come on, baby, turn around. You know that I be all in from the 3. You know I'm ballin'. Better pick up when I'm calling up the walls. I got a crawling clutch game. There ain't no stalling. Money talks and it's important. Rub it in like it's some ointment. Yeah, I run the game with endurance. Rain music when it's pouring. If she's foreign, then I'm for it. Pull up on you, then I floor it. If she's fine, don't waste my time, and you probably can't afford her. And she dripping like some water, and she blow it like a quarter. Ruby diamonds on Miss Porter, got her everything you thought of. In that block, I got your corner. Best at dawn, I got that aura. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I really, really wanna be with you. I really, really do. Oh, boy, I really, really wanna be with you. I really, really do. Oh, boy, I really, really wanna be with you. I really, really do. Oh, boy, I feel you. I really, really wanna be with you. But you make it hard to love me, hard to love me. Making it hard to love me, hard to love me.
That's dope. That's dope. I love the energy of that song. It puts me in a good mood every time.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So we got a little secret that came out in the middle of that song.
Sure.
All right, so I was gonna ask first. I'm like, do you really tried to sing that on your own?
Yeah, I did. But it was
You did?
it was the lyrics were different though.
Oh, okay.
Because it was girl, I was talking to the girl.
Right. No,
So-
I got that part,
yeah.
but like hearing
Yeah.
how
What- yeah,
the
which-
female
yeah.
sang it.
Yeah. I knew I couldn't do that.
Oh,
but
okay.
You know what?
You weren't trying to replicate.
I wasn't
that.
trying to replicate
Okay.
that, but you know what? This is why we're here, because
Right.
when we're in the studio, it's a melting pot of what we're doing. Like,
Uh-huh.
all right, guys, this is what we're trying to do. You hear where I'm at,
So
right?
that was
Okay.
where you switched it up last minute. And
Yeah,
was like,
so
nope, not working.
It's
with
not working.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't gonna work, so I had to find, we had to find a solution to that.
Okay.
And I think Erica, who's the vocals on that song is amazing, an amazing singer. She's above and beyond. And what she did in that song, man, I love it.
That was
I love it.
great.
I
I
love it.
was gonna ask, where did you? Because like everybody I always tell everybody I think I can sing too when I'm in the shower.
Yeah, we all
But to
sing in the
actually
shower.
find someone that can do, but she's actually somebody pretty special here, isn't she? Go ahead, talk about the missus.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Aw.
Erica.
Yeah.
Her artist name is Erica Danielle. Yeah, that's my wife. She sung that. She did a good
beautiful,
job.
Beautiful job. Well, I was
yeah.
gonna ask, like, how did you make a connection with someone to be able to do that type of vocal for you?
Well, we were listening to it in the studio, right? I originally had somebody else that was gonna do it,
Okay.
but you know, with this being music, a lot of people get cold feet sometimes.
Sure.
You know, and it's normal. I understand it. You know, but over here we're working. So if you're not showing up, if you're not doing something,
On to the next.
we gotta go on to the next. You know, nothing personal. You know, we're trying to create something here.
Yeah.
We don't have time. We're not
Yeah.
on someone else's time. We're on our time.
Right.
You know, and you know, studio costs money.
Right.
You know, and in the time that we live in, again, I'm gonna say, you know, you gotta really choose how you manage your time and your
Sure.
money.
Absolutely.
Sure.
You know, so Lamar was like, yo, Lamar's first, let me just say, his wife is has been singing longer than probably I've been rapping, you know, so she's a natural at this, right? It's
I'm
all right.
sorry. I apologize.
He's on TikTok.
I'm
sorry.
I'm posting him. And I got shit popping off on it.
Well, at least thank God he was listening to you.
So he came up, you know, Notorious Bricks next to me, came up to me. He was like, you know, I think Erica would do great on this, you know, and he brought her in, and you know what I'm saying, you know, that's how that came about.
That's really cool. So now my next question, just because like I have no idea, like, you know, this is my experience in a studio. So like, was she already
She's
listening to it over and over and started feeling it, or was just like
we
try these words and then that's what she did?
He wrote it. He wrote that, and like he said, he was gonna switch the words around, of course, to fit him as a male singing it. But he wrote it, so after he did it, he sent her the lyrics to it
that night.
That night,
a few hours before we went to the studio.
Went to the studio.
But I love doing that though.
Right.
I don't go to the studio with this like, yo, we're gonna execute X, Y, and Z. No, listen, we're gonna go and we're gonna put these ideas together, and you know it's always gonna come out great because you know what I'm saying. We come from a very talented background. This is not, you know.
That's so freaking cool though. Like, do you honestly realize how cool that is? That literally
I thought
last
cool.
second.
Yeah, and it's not the first time. You know,
Wow, that's so cool.
I feel like doing music like that also it keeps things fresh because you know, as long as we have some type of an idea of where we're going, we're gonna be all right. You know, and the music speaks for itself. You know, we're actually not done with that track. You know, with all these tracks, when I'm actually finally done with the EP, you know, I'm gonna go back and listen to it and really tighten it up because, like I said, you know, I don't want to keep dropping music to people who are like, not that they don't care, but they're like, it doesn't grab their attention, you know. And the way I think of solving that problem is getting exposure, going to places like Mix 5 Radio and talking about it and showcasing songs, doing performances. You know what I'm saying? Going to Epsilon. I love going there. I've been performing there like a bunch of times. And I
Stephanie just said it's always a pleasure to have you at Epsilon.
Yeah. Shout out to Stephanie, you know. So I love it, man. And I take everything that I can get at this point, you know, because I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the journey of an artist.
I'm glad.
You know, and it's just, I believe there's just certain things you can't buy, which is that type of, you know.
Energy. Sure, you can't buy that at all. Yeah. That's cool though. Yeah. But do you feel it's because you guys have like already had a relationship that it was able to be so organic?
It's organic. It makes it easy.
Yeah,
you know?
it definitely feels organic.
It goes back to what he was saying before, is being around good people.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it doesn't sound, and I understand like, you know, whoever the engineer is knows how to put it together, but it doesn't sound like it was done separately. It feels very cohesive.
Yeah. It was all there.
All in the studio together.
It was done there and then. Like,
wow. So that's
personally me, if I can't do the verse like straight, I don't like to copy and paste different parts because I criticize myself a lot.
That happens
you know,
a lot.
And if I go home and I listen to this, I can hear the parts
that
I switched up.
Right.
You know, if I can hear it, you can hear it.
You can hear it,
You know, so
well, not necessarily. You have a different ear than some other people.
We have mutant hearing.
So. Mutant hearing. No, give yourself the credit where you deserve it. Not everybody's gonna notice that. You notice it because it's yours. Yeah. You know, but. Like I do too. I couldn't even watch last week's episode. I always try to rewatch my episodes.
What,
so
Lit Theories?
No, of my show here.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm like, no, I can't even watch it. Like, dude, the lighting looked funky.
No, that's just us really nitpicking at things. But you know, when someone else is looking at it from like maybe his point of view, it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and anybody's point of view.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Aw. All right, so let's talk about what else do you want to talk about? Because I just want to hear music at this point because I like that. Well, I like it. So
That's good. That's a good
does
thing.
anybody ever tell you sound like a different artist?
I would like to know who. Like, who would you say I sound like?
I don't know. I just feel like I've heard, like, if you were to play your song and then this other person who's, I don't know. I don't know hip hop.
I would like to know that.
Does he
though.
sound like anyone? No.
No, he don't. Not that
It's
I
a
know.
whole-
Of. Yeah, whole different thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you know, I get a lot of influences from everywhere, and not just rap. Like, I listen to rap when I listen to myself, right? But on the regular, I'm listening to, I don't want to say blues, but you can say some blues.
Okay.
I'm listening to classic rock. I'm listening to Spanish music, bachata, reggaeton. I'm listening to everything else. Like, I feel like rap especially in the current state that it's in, is very saturated. You know, unless you're bringing something pure, like what we're doing here. You know, what is you create your own sound, you create your own vibe, you create your own environment, your own element. You know, so, you know, I think we're good, man. I have my own genre. I'll take that. You know, it's a mix of both, though. I think you get a little bit of everything. You can hear the Spanish in there. You can hear the reggaeton type of vibe depending on what song is playing. You know,
it's the Baz vibes. So
it's the Baz vibe.
let's talk about that. How did you come up with your name? Because I know that's not your name.
No, it's not my name. Baz, I've been a very creative kid since I was little. I was into graffiti. I was into coloring, like with markers and just drawing different graffitis, and you know. And one day I woke up, and like Baz, like was just on my mind. Like I just couldn't stop drawing. I liked the way it looked. I liked the different ways
the
I did it.
letters
So
together.
yeah, you know. So I gravitated towards that. I looked into it. Baz, in one way or another of a definition, means royal. You know, so I was like, all right, I'll take that, you know, and I would say, like, since I was, like, young, like, my friends that knew me when I was running around like crazy, yo, Baz. People
So
that
it
know me,
stuck.
yeah, exactly. So, I took that. Royce came later. Royce came after, you know, I could say I was a man already, and I went through my ups and downs in life, you know, and just adapted a man. I became a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a little boy no more.
Okay, so it was
You know,
your
so-
growing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Baz Royce, you know, that's my brand. You know what I'm saying? That's what I stand behind, like, you know, all the way, and I take it to the bank. You know.
Well, it's a great name.
Thank you.
Well, have you ever heard of the person? You're gonna have to Google this for me because I don't know who he is, but Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann.
Yeah, he's not an.
Is he a comedian?
Oh, I don't know.
That sound like a comedian name?
No.
No. But I'm just saying, there's a very famous person that has that name. I don't.
Baz Luhrmann, right?
Yeah.
It comes up, YouPorn. He's a porn star.
You're such a liar,
Really?
dude.
Oh, God.
See, who needs a little
He
brother?
speaks Spanish. They call him pianitas.
You're so stupid.
Piernitas.
You're
Shit.
so stupid. I apologize.
Why they call him piernitas?
No. So great. Never mind. I no longer apologize. Stop encouraging
I'm
him.
searching for him, Baz. You know how to try to spell that last name?
No, like L-U-R.
Is it Luh maybe?
Yes, I think so.
I might have seen that name somewhere. I'm not sure, but if it's
Oh, M-A-N-N.
sure.
Got him.
What does he
He's an
do?
Australian director.
What has he directed?
Television, opera, theater, music, and recording in the recording industry.
Oh, wow.
He's
pretty close.
Is he Elvis's director?
I don't know.
Somehow he's associated with Elvis. A lot of the stuff comes up together. Is Baz
I
Luhrmann
just
still
knew the
there?
name. I knew it
Yeah.
was a famous name, so I was just letting you know that that's a good name because it's not common, but there was somebody else out there.
He
With
directed
Baz
the movie.
Royce?
He direct-
Not with Royce, Baz.
Oh yeah, I've heard that name.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, man. I think it's I haven't heard it from anyone that I've known, but like
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
I didn't
unique.
even think I didn't think it existed until I actually looked. I had the name already for years, and I actually looked it up.
Okay.
You know, because I came before and after the internet. So, you know, once I actually looked it up, and I'm like, oh, so there are other people that are named Baz. that didn't stop me.
No, I don't. I'm not saying it should. I'm saying that that's a good.
Yeah,
I remember.
It does. It has got a ring. I think it's got a good ring
Yeah.
to it. You know, could have chose anything. I feel like if you're gonna represent something, you're gonna stand behind something. I feel like it should be something bold and strong. You know?
And unique.
You know,
Love
there's
it.
a lot of stuff going around that's just copy and paste. You know, I think when people actually hear my music and they say, "Well, wow, that was different," you know what I'm saying? I expected so and so, you know, and it's not. So.
You directed Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, word.
Oh.
Okay, interesting.
He's worth $20 million.
See?
Hey.
Put out to the universe.
Got
You are the next Baz.
Yeah, I am Baz.
Yeah.
Baz, I'm here already.
All right, so let's get to the next song, Jealousy, Envy, and Hate.
Okay, cool.
So let's go ahead and you intro it, and then we'll talk about it after.
All right, well,
every time you go to take a shot, I tell you to intro the song. I'm sorry.
Well, this is Jealousy, Envy, and Hate off Element by Baz Royce. Gotta get used to doing that.
Deep dive off the pool again. Thick thighs on the move again. I don't know if we'll be cool again. Shoulda, coulda, but you coulda been. Pull up on you with the limo tent. Rain music, bitch, act stupid. If you fuck with me, then you better use it. Been paid, you know I'm used to it, huh? Rims look good when I'm coming out. Drop top when I dropping down. If you scared money, don't come around. Swing your body, girl, turn around. Running on E, I ain't coming down. I said I'm running on E, I ain't coming down. And when I come through, you know I blow it down. When I come through, you know I blow it down. Lil' mama, let me get at ya. Head spin, then I finish her like a fat ass and a slim waist. Long hair and she don't chase. I know you see me from around the way. In the cut like a razor blade. You think I care what a hater say? Pump fake with the fade away. Roll me up like another one. Light me up like another one. In my bag, got another one. Hunt him down, got another one. In the middle with a pole and split that. All about the money and I get that. Put it on your tongue, you sit back. Make a look at it while I hit that, yeah. The jealous, the envy, the hate. I'm sorry, I cannot relate. To this money, I cannot be late. I don't fuck with these niggas, they fake. Real one so you can relate. The jealous, the envy, the hate. They plotting to get me, I'm the one to send me. You know what it is, and you know that I'm ready. And I do not fuck with those. The jealous, the envy, the hate. I'm sorry, I cannot relate. To this money, I cannot be late. They plotting to get me, I'm the one to send me. You know what it is, and you know that I'm ready. Pull up on you, let the chrome crush. Head bang and make your nose rush. The world is mine, bitch, don't touch. I don't owe you, you don't know us. Been a boss, bitch, grow up. Pop bottles till I throw up. At my shows and they go nuts. We outside burning donuts. Pretty girl, call her donut. In her mouth, she like donut. On top of the world, here we go again. Another bottle and the fun begins. From the top, let the molly drop. They let us in and then they call the cops. Pay to play and they don't cost a lot. Stay humble, I don't talk a lot. I know niggas that talk a lot, but I don't know what they talking about. Chill, mommy, I don't need the clout. If it ain't money, what you brag about? One way, there's no other route. Do or die, had to figure out. Too fly, can't shoot me down. Too high, can't bring me down. The jealous, the envy, the hate. I'm sorry, I cannot relate. To this money, I cannot be late. I don't fuck with these niggas, they fake. Real one so you can relate. The jealous, the envy, the hate. They plotting to get me, I'm the one to send me. You know what it is, and you know that I'm ready. And I do not fuck with those. The jealous, the envy, the hate. I'm sorry, I cannot relate. To this money, I cannot be late. They plotting to get me, I'm the one to send me. You know what it is, and you know that I'm ready.
That was good. That was actually really, really good. Like, I want to hear that in a club.
I
Right,
get that a lot.
I want to
get
hear
that
that
a
in a club.
Yeah.
That has a nice beat to
Yeah,
it. That's
it just-
definitely
it
a
just-
Saturday night vibe.
You know what?
Right.
I want to take the time to shout out the producer on that track, Ty-Mac. Ty-Mac, if you're watching. I don't know him personally. I never met him on a personal level, but I bought the beat from him. He reached out.
Okay.
He reached out to me like, thank you. You know what I'm saying, for the beat, and whatnot. And we just kept in contact from there. I sent him the song. He loves the song.
That's
you
a great
know,
song.
he's been pushing me to put all of my music on major platforms, which, you know, as an artist you need to do, and I
Yes.
understand that, you know. But as of right now, I'm really just worried about just getting more music done, you know. And when we actually release it, we can actually do something with it.
Okay.
You know, because I
Okay.
feel like, you know, if you just do randoms and you just keep putting out things because other people are, it's just
Try
I don't
to
know.
compete and keep up.
Yeah, it's not
Good for you. A lot of people are always trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
You want to be the Joneses.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. So we
Love it.
We definitely want to have the right attention and the right people, and for anticipating this thing. Like, really, like, yo, we can't wait.
Right.
Like you're saying, you can't wait to
Yeah.
see the visual.
Yeah, the video. The video for what was that? The Element.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, and all the videos. You know what I'm saying?
But you're good about that. You are always out there creating something.
Yeah. Wow.
You do great videos. You did a couple of promos for
I do.
today too.
I edit my own videos now.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've
So
gone.
you really are a one-man Stop and Shop.
Well, we got to try to keep everything in house. I think it's better when you work on your own vision, your own
Sure.
way. I can try to explain to somebody, hey, I want this done, but at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through and what they're, if they want to do it or not. Maybe they're
Even
busy,
simpler. What if they don't understand
Your vision.
what you are saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
everyone interprets it a different
Things
way.
differently, Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could say, I want a blue background. Well, do you want like
Royal
what kind
blue,
of blue?
Do you want
Exactly.
sea blue? Do
yeah.
you want turquoise? Like, I get it.
Exactly.
So I feel like I have complete control of my creativity, and I really do.
That's smart.
I don't depend on anything or anybody to get me where I need to get to. I feel like if I'm here, like I said, I represent a lot of people. If it would have just been me here that came, these are the people that I represent. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely goes deeper than that. And the music is just an extension of my personality and who I am.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to everybody else that we have with you today, because we've actually been talking almost an hour, and that was, I have to say, the quickest that an hour has
Yeah,
gone.
it feels really good.
We're almost an hour. I think in like 4 minutes it'll be an hour.
Really?
Yeah. So let's bring out Kings. I have to
Kings.
literally write down everybody's
Yeah.
names because I'll forget.
Welcome to
Do you know
the
how
stage,
people get
Kings.
insulted that I don't remember their names? I mean, okay, fine. I've known them for like 8 years and I forgot their name, but
Hey, it happens,
It happens.
Sometimes you get a little brain fart, and that's the way it is.
King, pull up that chair. You ain't getting out that easy.
let me see if I can fit you
I
all
got
on
them both on
my.
the same screen.
You got them both on the same
Yeah.
screen? God bless you, not me. All right, so everybody could see. So this is apparently the one who looks like Romeo Santos' brother, King. So you're an artist also.
Yeah, like I would consider myself to be one.
Do you sing or a rapper? What do you do?
Yeah, R&B.
R&B.
I started with percussion first.
Okay.
I can say I'm a musician first.
A musician first. Okay.
I transitioned into producing my own stuff.
Okay.
And that, I always loved to sing, but I wouldn't do it, And it wasn't until, like Baz said, and we both said, like, we don't want to die without
At least trying.
trying.
Good
And,
for you.
Turned out to be pretty good. That's all.
That's all.
When it comes to singing.
Oh wait, so I asked the wrong person if they were shy, huh? I asked the wrong person. All right. So thank you all for, and then, so am I gonna be making interviews with you guys too? By the way.
Sure.
Sure.
I'd love to come back.
And now that they see what it is, it's it should be smooth sailings from here, and we definitely, I guess we'll be welcome here.
Absolutely.
Again. And you know what? When I drop this EP, I definitely want to come back and listen to the rest of the other songs.
That'd be awesome.
And
That's awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about. Usually we talk about the songs after, but because we're outing the show with this song, talk about it before, and we are gonna play Dangerous Games.
okay.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, Dangerous Games, found the beat. It's one of those times where I'm always writing. Whether I'm not worried about if this is for a hook, if this is for a verse, if this is for something. No, I just write it, And then when I hear the music, when I hear the beat, and I'm like, it's instant. I know exactly where and what I need to say. So I go back in my notes, and it's like putting a puzzle together. And this song, I heard that the vocals on this, I don't know her.
Okay.
So if she does want to reach out to me after this and say, hey, thank you, that's what's up.
Which AKA means reach out. And
Yeah,
say
just
thank
reach
you.
out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who it is. I try to look it up, and it just wasn't giving me. It wasn't giving me that. So
She had a beautiful voice too.
beautiful voice, man. Beautiful voice. Another great artist. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh, that sucks. There's really somebody who's incognito.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And you can't even find that. But wow.
You know,
It's
and
2021. How is that even possible?
I don't know.
They're leaking papers on like what tax havens are in
Right.
the U.S., but we can't
Yeah.
find the singer
Yeah.
for you.
So originally, again, I had a verse for this. You know, I went through it and I said I like this. I like the way this sounds. I like the way this goes together. You know, I reached out to Lamar. I said, Lamar, you know, listen to this track. You know, you know what I'm saying? You think you could do something with this? He's like, hell yeah. You know, wrote it down right there. You know, boom, 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 and we were actually in the studio when all that happened. So that was like, cause that's the thing of mine. You know, not that I always do it, but like I'll pull you in for a song. If you got some musical talent, man, I'm gonna bother you, you know, and I'm not gonna tell you till we're actually there, and I'll put you on the spot, and you're like,
Wow.
what? You know, cause I like that. I like now the pressure's on. You know,
Right.
now you have to deliver.
Right.
You know, and if you don't, it's okay. This is like, you know, it's like boxing. It's practicing. It's
Okay.
you know, we're here to sharpen our skills. You know, so even like again, even if it don't come out right, you know, we'll always, you know, hit it again.
And then you know what you don't want it to sound
And
like.
we
if it
yeah.
doesn't.
So with this song, Dangerous Games, you know, the chick's got a beautiful voice on it, and I spit a verse to it. He spit a verse to it. And
Oh, so that's right. You said you're on this one
yeah,
too.
he's got the second half, the second verse, and that's it.
All right. So thank you everybody for watching another episode of the Mindminx Show. It is a brand new week, so go and own it. And don't forget to mind your minx and join us next time. And here is Dangerous Games.
I know things are getting kinda heavy. I'm not worried, baby, won't you come and get me? Whatever goes down, I'm gonna stay. Loving you's a dangerous game.
I met her, she was shopping. I told her that I got it, so I reached up in my pocket. She said, boy, you need to stop it. I'm all about them dollars and you looking like a prophet. Let me beat it out the socket, got me racing like a rocket. Reaching for the moon, landing on the stars. I wanna see you soon, baby, you know who you are. I'm never too far, all you gotta do is call. I give you all my love, I just hope that you don't fall. Chiquitica, mamacita, she was sitting in that beam. I should've seen her, yo sin ti no tengo vida. Dale sexy, atrevida, mami, dale batería. Con la mano para arriba, no me importa quién me mira. Asesina, tú eres mía, got her right in that position. She wildin', I'm trippin', sizzling, pussy steaming. She neck me while I'm dreaming. We too loud, the money screaming. She like, baby, where you going to this
I
money?
know things are getting kinda heavy. I'm not worried, baby, won't you come and get me? Whatever goes down, I'm gonna stay. Loving you's a dangerous game. Whatever goes down, I'm gonna stay. Loving you's a dangerous game.
You flipping out, you hella toxic. Pulling up to my sneaky links, busting all my windows out. Smack the bitch when she come outside. Pack your bags, okay, this bad. When you leave, I beg you to stay. When you mad, love that shit, my ride or die, my sexy hitter. Fuck with you, get you mad. Make up sex, be hella bomb. Off to the kitchen, make me a meal. PMS and I cannot deal. You ain't perfect, but damn, you mine. Stay in my mind like all the time. Smack that peach like give me his mind. Rhyme a reason, you one of a kind, so I keep you tucked like the 40 on my hip. Fuck them niggas, they can't compare. Stay with me like I'm Tone Sif. Fuck with me and I keep you elated. Conversation be oh so intense, you held me down when I ain't had shit. Now we up and we hella rich. Moon to the stars, now we in Mars. Super high like we shooting that bitch. Been knock it, down more vessel. Give me a taste of that cha-cha. Eat it up and I want some more. Love you to life, gotta make you my wife. If I ask, would you give me a yes? Now we set like I'm offset and you Cardi B just caught us a
I know
lick.
things are getting kinda heavy. I'm not worried, baby, won't you come and get me? Whatever goes down, I'm gonna stay. Loving you's a dangerous game. Whatever goes down, I'm gonna stay. Loving you's a dangerous game.
can talk again. All right. We couldn't go off air because we forgot one of the most important parts.
Yeah, we really did.
We really did. How can everybody find you? What is your Instagram?
Right,
Your which is pretty easy actually.
Yeah. If you like what you heard today, like the topics that we talked about, and the music that you obviously heard, you can find me on Instagram at Baz Royce Official, and you can follow me there. I do have some music on SoundCloud.
Okay.
That's not this because I mainly use SoundCloud as my MP3 player. Like that's where I go and load up songs and just have somewhere to keep it.
Okay.
The real stuff that I'm working on now, which is this, I'm really keeping it tucked away because when the day that I do decide to present this, we're gonna really run this up. We'll do a whole campaign for it.
Nice.
And everything, so I really that's the type of energy that I'm trying to bring to it. So. Baz Royce Official. I also have a website, www.bazroyce.com. If you enter your email, you'll get updates of where I'm gonna be performing, what I'm doing, and you could pull up if you really wanted to, and we can hang out and chop it up.
And if you ever want to find Baz, he's a very good friend of Absalon.
Yes, I actually have an open. Is it an open mic there that she's having in October 21st? I don't know.
There's always something.
Yeah, she invited me something on the 21st.
Yeah.
So if if anybody can make it there, I would go there. I'm gonna be there, and we're gonna do a whole set of songs, and we're gonna have fun. Smoke some hookah.
There you go. All right. So thank you very much for staying so that we can get that information.
Sure.
There's going to be a lot of follow-up questions because I already had one, but we're running out of time. So you already said you're coming back once you release the EP. So we'll talk about it then. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in today.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Have a great week, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you.